So I'm going to show you the main position that we want to enter the blueprint in, this Kimura Tie Off blueprint. It's going to come from turtle, right? This turtle position here. And in judo, you actually see this turtle position a lot. Again, whether he tried to throw me and I hip check him, or we just end up in newaza here, right? The turtle is a very advantageous position for me because I could attack this position. So the main point of this blueprint is to crack this turtle open and utilize the Kimura Tie Off to go anywhere you want to go. So this is the bread and butter entry of this system, okay? So this person's back here, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to come forward and spin. And notice how I keep my weight on this person, okay? I'm going to use this leverage advantage that I have using this plus sign, okay? And his spine makes one part of this plus sign. And in this case, my dominant arm is the other intersecting line for this plus sign, okay? I'm going to use this leverage point and a limb advantage of 2 hands versus his 1 to pull this arm up. So I'm looking down this pipe here, I get a grip, and I crack this open, okay? And this window of opportunity of this elbow being able to be harvested is very small. And you guys know how it is in randori or tournaments or training camps. This window is going to be very small, so we have to anticipate that window opening and stick our hand through before it closes, okay? So when we explode and get this hand up, I want you to punch this hand through and save the work that you did. So I'm still having tension holding this arm up. I send my hand through. My free hand's going to come through, grab his wrist, and I grab my own wrist. And that's how we kind of enter this blueprint here. Okay, so let's look at that one more time. Maybe he just got done trying to throw me. I pivot around. I put my weight on this person. Okay, I'm going to exploit this far limb. 2 grips, 2 fingers on the outside of his arm. And you're going to feel this nice like leverage system that exists here. I'm using the person's back to kind of like pull this arm up. Not just with my one arm, with 2 arms, right? So when he's here, pull this limb up, that window's open, send your hand through. Okay, now I let this slide down, I collapse it, and I get this grip. Okay, turn a little bit this way. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to finish off this tie. In this case, this belt is looking right at me here. So it's a small sliding motion with my outside arm, okay? So sometimes when I show people this technique, it gets a little tricky about what arm does what. My outside arm is the one that slides and moves, okay? My plus side arm stays stationary and keeps everything tight, okay? My outside arm. So now that I'm here, my outside arm's gonna slide. I never let the connection between my opponent's outside wrist and my inner wrist disconnect. It has to be tight. It's a sliding motion, right? If we introduce too much space in the position, right, that limb is gone. That opportunity is gone, okay? So we want to make sure it's tight. It's a small motion to slide through. Get what I need, and then bring it back to me, right? Get what you need, finagle the grip, get here and tie it off, okay? Now look how I go over his wrist. It cannot go under his wrist. If it goes under, I don't have his arm, right? We want to enter that system, that blueprint. So it goes over, feed it to your hand, and you can almost like reach for it and get it tight. Okay, now we enter this blueprint that you could go pretty much anywhere for. You go osaikomi, chokes, arm bars, anything that you want to do. So when we get this far, basic turnover, you could drag them back, and then we can just go for a pin, right, or something like that. But I wanted to show you the entry from the turtle. So one more time, this person's down. Don't be afraid to put your weight on this person, right? If we try and do this move just by standing up, we're never going to get it. He could just stand up, and now we lost an opportunity, okay? So I want to show the referee that I'm initiating newaza. I put my weight on this person. You could slide your hand down and move forward. Feel that nice leverage point. Pull it up. That window of opportunity is going to be really small, so get your hand ready to slide through. Okay, and even if you have to move off your feet, there's no reason why you can't just come up on your feet here. Right, this allows me to be dynamic. I could reach and pull, and look how tight I have this grip. Right, to show you how powerful it is, I mean, even with just one hand, you should be able to jeopardize this person's structure and the integrity of his position. Okay, so that's how we want to enter that system from the turtle.